What up, folks? T-Biz in the house, and we have something new that's not new, that's pretty old. This is Masters of the Universe Buzz-Off Heroic Spy in the Sky from Super 7, as seen on TV. This is predates cartoon collection, and these came out, and I never got into them. I guess the one main reason was I didn't like the way that He-Man looked. Even though my buddy Toy Nuts, he actually has a He-Man, but he has the poppy Japanese box version one that's actually kind of cool. Yeah, I passed these up when they came out. I think that the deal was, I don't know. I guess I could have been burnt out on Motu a little bit, which that sounds kind of crazy, but I think there was a time where I don't know. I think I was collecting a lot of Glyos related stuff. I don't know. It's a weird time when these were released because I think I might have just been into different stuff. I think I might have been doing more reaction figures, more Glyos. Just I don't know, maybe all over the place. Maybe not all over the place, but just not. I don't know because there's times where I've collected Motu, and there's times where Motu was abundant, and there's times where I was just like whatever, I'm good or whatever. There was even the time with Matty Collector where there was just so much Motu that it was also between careers too, where I wasn't making much money. So there was a time when Matty Collector at the end of their run, they were putting out so much stuff that I was like, I can't afford it. I can't afford it all. So yeah, that kind of makes sense with that. And then there was the 2000X stuff where I was collecting that. And then there was a point where they had a bunch of repaints and reissues and stuff where I was like, I'm not doing all that. And now I kind of want that stuff. I wouldn't mind some of those Motu, the 2000X repaints and stuff. And what brought to my attention too the other day when my buddy Mr. Cyberdrone posted a post of one of his 2000X figures on Instagram. It was King Hiss. And I thought about it too. I was like, man, I never had the 2000X Castle. I don't know why I didn't pick that up, but also too, you're just collecting things as a toy collector, as a toy hoarder, or whatever you want to call it. You collect a lot of different stuff, and some things are more important than others. But yeah, I never got that 2000X Castle Grayskull, so I thought that was kind of weird. I don't know. I kind of want one now. But anyways, I don't know. I've kind of just kind of narrowed things in my collecting. I feel like I'm pretty much just gonna do Motu for a while. I don't know. I might do some G.I. Joe Classified still. I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. There's a lot of things I'm just gonna dial back, and stuff. And I've just I'm done with McFarlane. I'm done with a lot of things. But we need to shut up and check out this figure because that's the main focus of this video. Is not me just ranting about what I'm gonna do and what I'm not gonna do. But yeah, it's Super 7, man. They were doing some Motu stuff. I never picked up the jumbo Motu figures, which my buddies Toy Nuts and Dr. Twisted have some of those jumbo Motus. I never picked those up, man. I never did. It's crazy. Anyways, yeah, figure twists for a power punch, which they don't do that with Origins, which would be kind of cool if they did, but they don't. But Origins, you get a ton of articulation, which is awesome. And you get a lot of variety with Origins too. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this figure out, man. On the back, we have some vintage Errol McCarthy art, as you can see right there on the right there, McCarthy. And yeah, it's good old Buzz-Off flying with Stratos. And you can see some heroes in the bottom defending Grayskull, or maybe some would-be intruders to Grayskull. It's hard to tell who it is, really, if you look closer and closer and closer. But there's good old Grayskull, man. So yeah. And more figures in this line too. Oh, I'm knocking stuff over. But yeah, He-Man, Orko, Buzz-Off. I don't have He-Man, I don't have Orko, Teela, Stratos, and She-Ra. And I totally forgot about a lot of these. And Skeletor, Merman, Hordak, Shadow Weaver, Evil Lyn, and Evil Seed from the cartoon as well. So these are like all cartoon-esque, Filmation-esque figures, but it predates cartoon collection, which we have now. Anyways, you can twist his waist, swap heads for enhanced vision ability. So that's actually pretty cool that they had a head swap and pose his wings. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy open and check him out. Alrighty, folks, and here is Buzz-Off with all that he comes with. We have his wings, so we'll go ahead and get these guys open. I'm surprised. It's crazy looking back that I never collected these. It's so weird that I never grabbed them. And we have wings that aren't articulated, but you can peg them in, and they are translucent. So there you go, Super 7. And we have some art Eamon. And yeah, man. So we got some art, some animated art. But yeah, here we go. From toy to tune, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe brought action and adventure into living rooms around the world. And they used to come on early in the mornings and in the afternoons when I was a little kid. So yeah. With exciting Masters of the Universe action figures. In order to deliver to the cartoon series on time, the toy designs were simplified for animation so that the figures did not always match the characters children saw on TV. So there you go. There's the old Mattel version. That's some kind of prototype, I guess, maybe. And then that's, yeah, what we saw in the cartoon. Mattel had initially conceptualized Buzz-Off as more man than insect, named both Wasp Man and Bug-Off during production. As a result, Buzz-Off's animation model designed during the earliest stages of the cartoon reflected the Bug-Off concept. Eventually, the animation model would be based in the release on the released action figure, simplifying certain aspects of the design. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, this is back in 2019. So that's actually a ways from now, man. 2019 doesn't seem that long ago. And when you think about 2019, you're like, oh, it's 2019, and now it's 2025. Yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Time flies. And here we got some more accessories. Ow. Ooh, shit. Oh, sorry. But yeah. Ow, man. Yeah, I was thinking about my thumb because I smashed this thumb at work. And the nail's starting to grow out. And people, when I did the Sam Hain or Sal Wayne figure review, the people on Facebook were like, "Oh man, this guy smashed his thumb. What the hell? Is your thumb okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's okay." And now, yeah, I'm like bleeding now. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Always hurting the hands, but I use my hands every day. You know, I'm a butcher by trade. But anyways, here you go. He's got a tech lance. So here's his lance. That is cool, man. It's kind of techie. And it's kind of medieval too, but damn, I really got myself good with this thing. And then we have the vintage weapon. It's a brown axe, which you would have had a maroon axe that would have came with the Man-E-Faces, which mine came with years ago, and I have a repeat of that version with those weapons too in my vintage collection. But yeah, there you go. So he's got his vintage axe. And oop, I'm bleeding on the table. Oh well. Oh man, I'm bleeding. Anyways, here we go. I bleed for the craft, and there's the Buzz-Off head with the, yeah, that's cool. But oh, that's rad. So we have them with it and without it. So yeah, that's awesome. But I don't know, it's kind of weird because you can't really take the helmet off. But oh well, it is what it is. There's good things and bad things about it. But yeah, there we go. And here's our Buzz-Off figure. Nice soft sculpt, as my buddy Rider Origin would remind me of. So very soft sculpted head, and it can pop off, which is awesome. That is pretty cool. So that's awesome. And then we have articulation. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of articulation. And yeah, man. And he can do the whole spring-loaded power punch thing. So that's rad. And then he's got the articulation on the legs right here. So there you go. But I feel like the Danzig figures have a little bit more oomph as far as that goes. Because here's our good Samhain Danzig figure. And yeah, he can do super splits, as to where this figure cannot do super duper splits. But it is articulated, so they've made some advancements since then. And he actually has holes for pegs at the bottom of his feet. And Buzz-Off doesn't, but he kind of doesn't need it, so it's not that big a deal. I guess let's get this guy accessorized and posed up, man. And one thing I noticed too, the claws are different, man, than what we're used to seeing as far as regular Motu goes. Look at that. That's crazy. That's way different. So that's awesome. That is pretty cool. Makes for better gripping, but also too, I would be worried about overstressing this. And you could probably, if you wanted to really manhandle it, you could probably rip his claws apart. Well, folks, here's our Buzz-Off figure, and he is equipped with his accessories. And I mean, I don't know, it's kind of silly because you can't really do much with his accessories. You can't really, I mean, you can and you can't. Like, I don't know. Like, you can grip them, but at the same time, like, you can't just, like, hold them, like, I don't know. Like, maybe you can just do that if you wanted to. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But either way, if you just kind of get that in there, when you do that right. Do it right, Matt. All right. Anyways, but we'll get it in there. But anyways, yeah, yeah, he can just hold his weapons like that. So yeah, that's pretty much how he can do it. And then you have the spring-loaded action. So there you go. So that's cool. And it's pretty simple, But other than that, yeah, man, that's cool. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Freaking cool, man. Freaking cool. And then you can move his wings about too and stuff. They can be a little bit down. They can move a little bit up. Just whatever you want to do. Makes me think of Arthur from the Tick, man. I don't know. I wish they do some Tick 5-point figures, man. 5.5. That'd be awesome. To have the Tick and Arthur and a lot of those other Tick characters from like the cartoon or whatever. And in that kind of fashion, that would be awesome. But we are getting like a 1/12 scale, like fully articulated Tick that looks pretty badass that I've seen on pre-orders for BBTS. But yeah, he's rad, man. It's a cool figure. These aren't bad. I just never bought these when they were out, but it's really not bad. It's really not a bad figure at all. It's really not. And I don't know, yeah, but then again, like I said before too, why I probably passed them up was just because collecting different things into different stuff at the time, which would have been probably Glyos. I was probably like heavy into Glyos, which I have a whole tote of Glyos stuff, which I'm debating on selling or not, or keeping or not, but I'll probably keep it because I spent a lot of money. And in the future, who knows if one of my grandchildren will want to play with that stuff or not, because one is over 2 years old and the other is going to turn 1 year old this month. So it's yet to see what those kids or those guys or those boys are going to be into. Because right now it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what they're into. But at some point, one of them might be into stuff like this. One of them might be more into sports. You never know. So the stuff that Popo keeps that's in his, hoard of stuff, they might dig. One of them might dig, and one of them might be like, man, if you hook me up all this, that'd be rad. And it's like, yeah, Popo will make that happen. He'll hook it up. He'll give you all that. So yeah, it's all cool, man. You'll have some toys to play with. But you will all have some toys to play with. But either way, yeah. So that is our look at good old Buzz Off from Super 7 cartoon. It's not the cartoon collection, but it is as seen on TV. And then we have our Egg Yokio Skeletor that goes with them. So yeah, it fits, man. You can use them with Origins, so that's cool. And then you can use them with also Danzig figures from Super 7. So there you go. It all kind of fits in that scale. It totally works. And then there's good old this guy. Good old cartoon collection Manny Faces. So either way, I think you can use them either way, man. It's something to look up, something to check out. And I had scored these from Bat City Toys here in Austin, Texas. So if you're ever in Austin, Texas, if you're local, go to Bat City Toys because he's got some Motu, he's got some Transformers, he's got some DC Multiverse, he's got a lot of stuff. He's got some vintage toys, he's got modern toys, he's got a lot of Joes, he's got a lot of stuff. But anyways, I don't think there's much love in the local scene, but if you're here in Austin, Texas, go check them out. Bat City Toys. Anyways, once again, that's where I got these figures from. But anyways, once again, thanks for watching, y'all, and have a good one. All right, later.